Pope Francis has prayed in his Christmas message for an end to the conflict in Syria while calling for social harmony in South Sudan.
He began humbly, as usual for him.
Buongiorno e buon Natale.
Good morning and Merry Christmas. But Pope Francis, on his first day of Christmas as head of the Catholic Church, quickly got down to his real message, an emotional appeal against war and violence.
Il conflitto in Syria.
In Syria, Iraq, the Congo, South Sudan, everywhere. But he soon departed from his prepared text, calling on atheists and believers of all religions to unite against war. The most vulnerable, he said, are battered women, children, the sick.
Alle donne maltrattate.
And his lesson of love echoes beyond his 1.2 billion followers. The contrast between Pope Francis and his predecessor is clear. Pope Benedict last year, in robes of gold embroidery and ermine fur. Pope Francis today, as simple as it gets. And Christmas Eve said it all. Overturning tradition, Francis placed the statue of baby Jesus in the manger. A moment of humility. Pope Francis stressed that when Jesus was born, he was homeless, and to help the poor and the homeless is the Pope's key message. We saw how that plays out here in Rome today. Just minutes from the Vatican, in the Church of Santa Maria, Christmas lunch for 400 needy. Lasagna and Christmas cake. Lunch is free in many churches in Rome, but it has special significance these days for the poor, as Pope Francis routinely speaks up on their behalf.
Too many lives have been shattered in recent times by the conflict in Syria, fueling hatred and vengeance. Let us continue to ask the Lord to spare the beloved Syrian people further suffering, and to enable the parties in conflict to put an end to all violence and guarantee access to humanitarian aid.
The pontiff also said he hoped those involved in human trafficking would realize the gravity of their crime and call for child soldiers to be rescued. He prayed for those affected by environmental disasters, too often the result of human exploitation of the planet.
Lord of heaven and earth, look upon our planet, frequently exploited by human greed. Help and protect all the victims of natural disasters, especially the beloved people of the Philippines, gravely affected by the recent typhoon.
Known for his personal modesty and humble style, in just 9 months as pontiff, Pope Francis is already being called the People's Pope.